Good day, basketball fans, and welcome to Hoop Not Vlog once again. Right now, in the previous episode, we talked about some burning PBA issues, playoff race, and all those things, and where Roy Sumang will fit perfectly. Now we're going to move on to NBA and international basketball. We'll talk about Kevin Durant's injury, bye-bye KD for the rest of the season. So Westbrook, it's going to be his team going forward to the playoffs. We'll also talk about a new segment we have here called That's So Canadian, because he is Canadian. And I'm going to have my Asian basketball minute to end the whole thing because I'm an addict. I'm addicted to Asian basketball. So let's get down to, let's hit the ground running. Let's talk about Kevin Durant. News outlets have released statements about him, being done for the entire 2014-2015 season. Right now, the Oklahoma City Thunder is sitting at 8th spot. So they are probably going to make the playoffs. No KD, no Serge Ibaka as well. What does this mean for Oklahoma City? What does this mean for Kevin Durant?
It's sad because if you look at OKC, they have a very bad luck with injuries.
Oh, kawawa naman si Scottie Brooks.
You lost.
Tapos siya naman sisisihin kasi bad coach daw siya.
They lost maybe close to 20 games when Westbrook went down. Now KD is most probably out of the season. They haven't ruled it out yet. And then Serge Ibaka out 4 to 6 weeks. But it's a knee injury and Ibaka is a leaper. So, pwedeng ma-aggravate, pwedeng diminished role. Or, as for OKC...
I think both of them won't come back anymore, actually.
Not sure pa rin at Serge, pero yun nga, time man ni Serge Ibaka 6 weeks tops.
And this team kasi has a very bad history of rushing people back.
Oh,
I mean, Westbrook, I think it was one of his past injuries, was rushed back, had to rest again. And now it's Durant's
turn. It happened to Durant.
I'm not sure they're going to risk that same thing with Ibaka. So I think, but they're both...
It's scary. I don't know what their medical staff is doing, or is this really bad luck? Or the curse.
I think they should fire their doctors.
Maybe a curse. Curse from...
OKC curse? Or the Seattle curse?
Exactly.
Because they moved from the Sonics?
The trickery from moving away from Seattle. Anyway, I feel bad for OKC. I like this team. It's sad that Kevin Durant is out. It's a big injury for him. I think, laki ng paa niya eh. Diba? So,
malaking tao yun eh. 7-footer na.
Kahit na pwede siya, even if he's thin, he relies on perfect mechanics for his jump shot. He drives to the hoop. So we know that we might, I hope not, we might see a diminished form when he does get back again. Hopefully not. At the same time, we're talking about a young guy. I think he's around, 24, 25 years. So there's a lot of time to get strong, get healthy, get perfectly back to where he was before. Pero, syempre, you're worried because may screw na nga, and you have to fix the screw, remove it. I don't know. I'm not even sure how.
And knowing your doctors, you're probably going to botch this job again.
It's sad that at the same time, looking at the NBA as a whole, we lost a lot of all-star to superstar players through injuries this season.
Hashtag Rose.
Rose, Kobe Bryant.
Hashtag Kobe. Hashtag Bosch.
Dwight Howard.
Hashtag Dwight and KD.
Dami eh. So, it's sad, but again, as the reality of it, injuries are part of the game. Diba? Dagdag ko pala, Blake Griffin, although he's back, he lost maybe 6 to 7 weeks from injury also. So, yeah.
So, kawawa naman ang OKC nga. No?
Kaya nila talaga.
In addition to that, yung latest triple-double ni Russell Westbrook.
Binawi.
Kasi 9 rebounds lang daw. Ano ba? Kawawa naman ako. Parang yung OKC is like the Chicago Bulls of the Western Conference. Eh. Kasi Chicago, puro injury, puro setback. Ito rin OKC, puro ganun. So, kawawa naman sila. They're gonna make the playoffs.
They're gonna make playoffs, but
I think they can steal maybe 1, at most 2 games.
There's no way these guys are gonna go past the
No
first
way.
round.
Unless Westbrook has like a very memorable first round where he averaged 50 points. But that's not gonna happen. Even if you're Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. He has to be running around chasing either.
He has to literally
do
everything for OKC to be consistent. That's just not gonna happen. Not against, maybe if they were playing Portland or another team.
Portland, another guy with an injury.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Dami talaga. Where's Matthews pa?
May hirapan din ang Portland sa playoffs. Actually, they're probably gonna get bounced by the Clippers if they meet in the first round, and that's probably gonna happen. Okay, so let's move on. into your new segment, Rolls. Kasi si Rolly, he was born in the Philippines. He had his first 5 girlfriends in the Philippines. But after that, he moved to Toronto in Ontario, Canada.
Oh, man.
Back in the early thousands. And he's been living there ever since. He only came back here permanently in 2013.
Yeah, a year and a half ago. So, yun nga.
So, sa segment na to, mag-identify si Rolly ng mga Canadian players or anything Canadian.
Pwede kong i-connect, ha? Pwede kong i-connect. It's gonna be hard, but I'll try.
Fans.
I'll try.
And jive to jive, kasi ngayon, napili mo si
Steve Nash, okay? Let's put it out there. The best Canadian basketball
until Andrew Wiggins
ever,
takes it from him.
Okay, disclaimer, we'll have to wait maybe another 10 years before Wiggins officially
until Andrew Wiggins takes it from him.
Right now,
which will happen. It's going to happen.
Probably happen. Right now, Steve Nash, a 2-time MVP, did not win a championship. That's fine. He does not need that to solidify his legacy. His legacy as one of the
may isang year pa ata, runner-up siya.
Best.
Baka naging 3 pa nga.
So, again, he's one of the best point guards in our time, in our era. Pwede mo bang isama maybe of all time?
Yeah, well, one of the best. Not the best, ha?
Oh, one of the
I think
best.
the fact that he doesn't have a ring is
top
going
five,
to be part of the conversation. But he's definitely one of, for me,
one of the best.
Top 5.
Okay.
Top 5 shoes.
He gave us really exciting basketball with the Suns, just 7 seconds or less.
And if not for Robert Horry, if not for Ron Artest, baka nag-finals pa to
hindi sila na-suspend yung team niya, diba? If he didn't get this broken nose, this hip check. Yeah, imagine this. He made all-stars out of
Sean Marion, Amare.
He elevated Amare to a superstar maybe at the time. Of course, we know where Amare is right now.
Don't forget the hairdo. He popularized.
Yeah, diba? Gagano pa siya nung
Dirk Nowitzki. Sobrang weird hairdo.
So, it's sad to see him leave the game during this time where his body has totally broken down.
Yeah, broken down.
He totally betrayed him.
Sinabi pa niya, he'll never play basketball again. So it's very, very sad. At least not competitive basketball.
And on a Canadian level, he elevated Canadian basketball to newer heights when he was playing.
I mean, because of that, he opened the door to Wiggins, Kelly Olynyk, ginaya yung hairdo niya.
Tristan Thompson. So now we have, suddenly Canada has more of a following in basketball.
Anthony Bennett,
more players. More players now playing. So overall, Steve Nash had a really wide, positive influence on basketball. And it's sad to see a legend, a great, just go limping. Actually, not even limping. Just suddenly vanish. And then we didn't even know we saw him play last year. Tapos he was struggling so much. So much pain for him.
I'm very sad about this for 2 reasons. One, Nash, the way he plays could be a good model for a lot of Filipinos.
Absolutely,
He doesn't play above the rim. He plays below the rim. He likes dribbling below the rim. Actually, diba? He's a very dribble-heavy player. He popularized the fast-paced kind of game that Filipinos love. He makes good passes, shoots well from the outside. Those are things we can do well. Diba?
Absolutely.
So, parang for the young Filipino players out there, instead of patterning your game kay LeBron or kay KD, mga ganyan, pattern your game after Steve Nash.
Great point.
And who knows, diba? You might even go far.
Very heady, high IQ player.
Yeah. My second reason why I'm sad is he could have been, if you look at his skill set, he could have been the first Steph Curry. He shot, nearly 50% from the field, 40+% from beyond the arc, 90%, number 1 free throw shooter of all time. He just passed a lot, passed more than shot. But if he chose to shoot more, I think he could have been the very first Steph Curry.
Actually, I'm sure he could have averaged more than 20 a game if he wanted to. And if he needed to. But coach asked him, he felt that it was better for him to share the ball.
Yeah.
I think a favorite play pa kanya is he would dribble around the baseline.
Yes.
Ikutin niya yung baseline, trying to find that open teammate.
Actually, because of Steve Nash and Mike D'Antoni, because of that team's 7 seconds or less offense, that was a big transition point in the NBA.
Suddenly, scoring boom.
Suddenly, yung mga low post, parang naging luma at baduy at pasay na. But right now, you have practically all 30 NBA teams running high pick and rolls.
Yeah, dribble drive.
The good big men right now are not necessarily those who can post up, hi, DeMarcus Cousins, but those who can play the pick and roll well. Anthony Davis, Al Horford, Paul Millsap, those kinds of bigs are the ones who dominate the game now, not the backing down hook shot type of.
That's why Amare is suddenly not a marginal player because kulang siya sa outside shot.
All right, okay. So that was Rolly's main segment. Look out for other Canadian tidbits in the future. We're gonna look for Canadian bacon, maple syrup, maple leaves, and stuff like that. And of course, Anthony Bennett, the best player from Canada outside.
Habol yan.
Okay, you heard it first here. Anthony Bennett hahabol daw as a good NBA player. It's not gonna happen.
Role player.
Not gonna happen.
Anyway.
Not gonna happen. Now, it's my turn, my Asian basketball minute. It's not gonna be 1 minute exactly, but I just want to talk about some significant developments in Asian basketball very quickly. And the one I'm gonna talk about right now is in the Chinese Basketball Association. Congratulations to you, Stephon Marbury, for leading, the Beijing Ducks to their second straight CBA title. Now, what makes this more special, Ross, is I think the Ducks they finished third or fourth in the season, or after the season in the CBA. And, they were not the favorites moving into the championship round. They had to upset the Yi Chanyan and the Guangdong Tigers in the semis, and then they eventually beat the Liaoning Flying Tigers in the finals. So it was very, very good playoffs for Stephon Marbury. He was named Finals MVP. At ang maganda kay Steph Marbury, he was a misfit in the NBA. Diba? He was good, but he was never top tier. He always did something crazy, or he was just never able to make that jump. That's why he's no longer in the NBA. But now it seems na parang he's found his fit, his niche in China, no? And he's treated like a basketball god in China. He's maybe their best import there. So props to him for being able to find his fit in the greater scheme of basketball in the world. No? And I think Chinese basketball has improved because of it. And I think Stephon Marbury is a better person, better player.
This is good for him because I think part of his problems in NBA was maybe maturity, selfishness, him feeling superior. I think when he moved over, played in Asia, he felt that by sharing the ball, distributing, doing the smaller things, it actually helps win. Ang ganda na. Sana, maybe they can make a documentary, a short film, just to show you the mentality the development, the evolution of Starberry to being back to Marbury, just not a regular play, but a team-oriented, selfless basketball player, and it actually, helps win championships.
On that note, the next import in China I'm looking forward to seeing is Andre Blatch, our fellow Filipino.
He just signed a mega deal.
Yeah, he signed a mega 7.5 million deal with the Xinjiang team in China.
I think a 3-year contract.
So good for Andre Blatch. That's a very good development for him. Hopefully he gets to win his own CBA title there as well. So that does it for this episode of our Hoop Nut vlog. What are your thoughts on KD's injury? Apart from that, what are your thoughts on Asian basketball? On Steve Nash's retirement? Who's going to make the playoffs? Don't forget to tweet us. Our Twitter handles are right there at the very bottom. And make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, like us on Facebook. And we're going to come out with the next vlog, hopefully next week.
All right.
Thank you very much.